back on YouTube. I was pretty against it, honestly, but everyone kept saying they wanted YouTube videos, so here we are. So I said I was going to do like a little series following my bikini prep for 2018. And so I was trying to figure out the best way to make this video, and I figured out that kind of like a sit down and chat with me was probably the best way to get it started. So this is kind of how prep's been going. Really sweaty. I just got done with cardio, but I wanted to sit down because I told myself I would do this by the end of the week. So I'm sitting down and I'm talking today, even though I'm gross, even though I'm sweaty. So here we go. This is going to be a recap of last bikini prep and then a check-in of my first few weeks. And excuse me because I just also sat down to eat. There's some tuna and a rice cake. Okay, so my last bikini prep was my first season competing, and I fell in love with the sport. It was amazing. However, I made a huge transformation and I dieted for a very long time. And I think by the end of it, my body was over it. But here, I'll show you. This was last year's transformation, and it was just crazy seeing, you know, what I could push my body to, the limits I could push my body to, and I honestly had such a great time on the stage, and I didn't document it as well as I wanted to, so that's kind of why I'm doing it this season. So I started prep 2 weeks ago. My off season was a little bit crazy and not exactly how I planned it. Once I stopped dieting, I started realizing I was having a lot of digestion issues, which I can go into maybe in a later video. If you guys are interested, feel free to comment below and let me know if you want to see a video on that. But you know, I was having a lot of indigestion. I was having a lot of like inflammation in my body, and I could not figure out why or what was happening. My off season honestly was me focusing on trying to, I think that I look crazy. Anyway, so my off season was me trying to focus on what was going on in my body. And luckily I decided to get a food panel test that tested me for a bunch of food sensitivities, and I got those results back before beginning prep this season. So I started prep about 2 weeks ago. I do work with a coach. His name is Kevin D. Haven, and then my training is done by Cornelius Parkin. They are a team called Decon, and I could not imagine working with anybody else. I worked with them last season and they are phenomenal. So I sat down with Kevin and I was like, okay, Kevin, here is what you have to deal with this season. Like, this is everything that happened last season or in my off season. Here's a list of foods that I now cannot eat. So good luck. You know, and he put together my plan for me. We talked about it, decided what the best plan of action was going to be. And so I'm looking at doing a show in June. I'm really excited. And the way that I do my prep is I follow a strict meal plan. So Kevin gives me a meal plan. I eat pretty much the same thing every single day within reason. Definitely tighten up as we get closer. You know, and then he does my cardio regimen. He does everything. I feel like I have to sneeze. Okay, so Kevin gave me my diet plan, and I just want to say that I think this prep is going to be totally different from last year's prep because it's foods that I've never eaten before. Like, I'm eating fish, and I hate fish. So it's a work in progress for sure. But I have been dieting for 2 weeks now, and I sent my first check-in on Sunday, and this is how it went. Not good. My first 2 weeks, I lost 1 pound, which I wasn't, not really, I mean, I don't know, I'm at a decent amount of calories, and I really stuck to the meal plan. I did have a cheat meal, which I was not planning to do, and so maybe that, you know, caused a little bit of it, but I will say my first 2 weeks was rough. I had the flu for part of the week, and my cat was in the cat hospital for like another part of the week, so everything was just a little crazy. I think I was stressed, so even though I was staying on the plan and I was doing my cardio and everything, I think my body was just kind of like blah. So yeah, but anyways, I checked in, you know, and I was like, hey, I lost a pound. I did eat a cheat meal one day, you know, because I want everything to be very honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys on how everything is going. But, you know, he said we're going, I'm trying to like adjust this, okay, now the sun's going to come out, great. Anyway, so, you know, I'm going to stick with my plan for the next 2 weeks, and then I am hoping to be down 3 or 4 pounds. I am taking photos too, so next video I'll probably post photos, like progress update photos, if you guys want to see those. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep you checked in on everything, let you know how I'm feeling. I want to be honest. I like, you know, it's like show day is so glitz and glamorous, and it is, and like the process is so fun, but like sometimes things don't go as you want them to, aka first 2 weeks, and I like lost a pound, if that. So, you know, it's fine, and I'm not let down at all. It honestly is like pushing me harder. So we made some adjustments to my cardio. I added a little bit more in. I'm still doing my training, still sticking with the same like eating plan. The main foods I'm doing right now are Greek yogurt. I do an apple. I'm doing tuna. I had whitefish and salmon. I was having a really hard time with the salmon and some of the whitefish, so I'm doing shrimp because I like shrimp, lean beef, some veggies, and then my carbs are pretty much coming from sweet potatoes and rice. So yeah, that's the update. If you guys have any questions at all, please comment on the blog post that I will have going along with this. Will be on my website, blaruefit.com. Check out the blog post, comment on there, comment on this video, anything you want to see, you guys just let me know, because I'm going to share it all. All right, I hope you have a great week. Bye.